Hello, hello. Happy post Mother's Day. Um, I hope your Mother's Day was peaceful and good. Not gonna lie, mine was a mixed bag. I had a grief tsunami yesterday morning. And that's kind of how grief goes, like Jack was what made me a mom, and yeah, and I got hit by a grief tsunami. So the morning was pretty rough, and I practiced what I preached, and I felt all the feelings. I moved my body as the feelings were coming and helped balance out my nervous system. And then I went to a friend's house and had a wonderful day. So um, I hope you all had a good day, no matter the relationship that you have with your mom, whether it's a good one, whether you're a mom, all the things, because it is kind of a mixed bag of being a mom and being a human and being a woman. So that takes me to what I'm going to talk about today, which is the heroine's journey. If you have been following me a while, you know I'm a big fan of the hero's journey, which is all about going through all these trials and tribulations and slaying your dragon and reaping the benefits of slaying that dragon, which is pretty much the wisdom that you glean from your obstacles. And that was primarily modeled for men. And so Maureen Murdoch, who wrote this book, talks about the heroine's journey, which is very, very, very similar to the hero's journey. But there are some really clear distinctions, and she brings in how the patriarchy conditioned women. The book was written in like 1990, I want to say, and so she talks about like our mother's generation, right? And the 1950s housewife, and how we were conditioned by the patriarchy to serve the husband, right? And to, give him the martini in the newspaper, and make the banana bread and all that kind of stuff. Like that 1950s housewife has had an impact on women's psyches, and we've been conditioned to do all the things, right? Like to go to school, to start the career, to get married, to have kids, to go to the PTA meetings, to rise the ranks of business, to shuffle all the kids and pets to their appointments, and to be all the things and do all the things, right? And for all of the people, whether it's within your family or within your job or whatever. And so what happens is that we are left feeling exhausted. And in this book, she touches upon that archetype of that 1950s housewife, and how we are conditioned. And then back in like the 80s, like our mothers kind of bucked that system, and they were like going to do, all the things that men can do, right? And again, rise the ranks, do all the things, right? And so what happened was, though, like as they did that, be the man, air quotes, they also were also still doing all the caretaking, all the shopping and all the cooking and all of the things, right? And so this book talks about being able to get in touch with, and that to be able to strike that balance, and that what women really truly want is nurturance and caring. Okay. And so that heroine's journey is all about taking care of ourselves. And it's about going into that cave that I talk about, right? And really kind of tending to ourselves and resting and being, and stopping that hustle of having to do it all, and that emotional labor, and that mental labor that we all go through. And so it's also about learning how to embrace that darkness, that divine feminine, the intuitive, mystical, and magical parts of ourselves. Because when we're in that constant state of doing, we don't get in touch with that mystical, dark, yummy, magical, intuitive part of ourselves. And so we need that rest in order to heal that divine feminine. And then it's about trusting that intuition of going, okay, I feel rested and now I could be more active, which is that divine masculine, and striking that balance between being and doing. So I would love to hear from you and hear if this resonated, if you read the book, and or if you are more of the doer or the beer, if you could strike that balance, and how your Mother's Day was, and if you struggled, if you had a good time, all the things. So that is it for now, and I will see you on the flip side. Mwah. Bye.